take my shoes off, do you? Because it is hard to walk in high heels, you know. So I have 2 pair of my flats here. These are so comfortable. They look like crappy shoes, but they're actually Chanel. Is that funny? $800 flip-flops. I don't know why, but I'm feeling so sad. I long to try something I never had. Never had no kissing. Oh, what I've been missing. Love a man, oh, where can you be? Oh, the night is cold, and I'm oh so alone. I give my soul just to call you my own. Got a moon above me, but no one to love me. Love a man, oh, where can you be? Now I've heard it said that the thrill of romance can be like a heavenly dream. Oh, I go to bed with a prayer that you'll make love to me. Strangers that may seem yet, someday we'll meet, and you'll dry all my tears, then whisper sweet little things in my ears, hugging and kissing. Ooh, what I've been missing. Love a man, oh, where can you be? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you. Oh, it's my shoes I'm tripping on here. So, what do you want to know? What? Barbara, I don't know. What? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Fight it out. So you know, I've been working on my autobiography, my memoir, you know, for the past 5 years. I wish I could tell you when it was coming out, but obviously New York is a big part of it. So I have so many pictures from my early days here that I thought I'd share some special ones with you tonight, you know. So this is me at 18. When I lived with a friend in Greenwich Village, and he took me across the street. There was this little club called The Lion, downstairs, and they had a talent contest. I didn't realize that it was a gay club. My pal and I, Sis Corman, you know, we were the only women there, but we thought it was a little odd. But anyway, I won the talent contest, and so it turns out, is that you? Oh, hello, honey. Nice to see you here, right in the front row. It turns out that my first fans were the gay community, and I'm still very grateful for their support. So what's the next one? Oh, this was me in my first apartment. The bathtub was in the kitchen. That's why I washed the dishes, you know, and My first apartment, big apartment, nice apartment on Central Park West. That was really great. The coat came from Loman's, I think, in Boston or something. Oh yeah, that was the show I was in when I was 17 called Another Evening with Harry Stoons. 7 previews and 1 opening night, that's it. This was a song I sang called Jersey. This was, I think, my audition for I Can Get It For Your Wholesale. I think so. I got that ratty fur coat from some thrift shop, but this was the little dressing room that I shared with Sherry North. It was really tiny, but I liked it. This was campaigning with Bella Absent. If you notice, Gloria Steinem is the one on the left there. See it? Yeah. And, oh, this is when I got the part of, at 19, of Miss Marmelstein in that show. Yeah. That was, I had to do it. This was doing that television special, my first one. My name is Barbara Bergdorf Goodman, right? Leopard coat, yeah. This was Julie Stein playing me the score of Funny Girl. Yeah. Oh, I liked my eye makeup then. That was really nice. There I'm doing, this was a bigger dressing room in Funny Girl. I got that at the Winter Garden Theater. This was my precious Sadie. The cast of Funny Girl gave me my first dog. I named her Sadie. She was so great. And Marty Ehrlichman, my manager, who I met when I was 19. That was backstage at Funny Girl, and the celebrities would come. Liz Taylor, Richard Burton, Sophia Loren, Audrey Hepburn. Those were my favorites. Beautiful women. Well, the Funny Girl, first act. Yeah, the movie Funny Girl. This was, I always like to match my clothes to my furniture. Yeah, this I have no excuse for. I don't know who found this picture, but I'm gonna kill them. Put it this way. Oh, what a terrible thing. This was during that Central Park concert, I think rehearsing or something. I had flown in from doing Funny Girl in LA, and my hairdresser is Fred Glazer from Chicago, and we were trying on different dresses or whatever. By the way, oh, this was a Fortuny I copied in pink. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Yeah, that is a good picture, isn't it? Yeah, I love the lighting too. The lighting is great. What next? Oh yeah, there were either 135,000 people or 150,000. But you know what happened? Kosygin came in town. I think he was the Russian premier. And they took 270 of my cops. So that's when stage fright first set in. But it was still a very interesting evening. Oh yeah, I was always late for the theater. So, you know, because on Central Park West you couldn't get a cab, so I'd come late. So I decided to buy a second-hand Bentley. Wasn't it beautiful? God, it had a Radford body for the hunts, you know. We hunt in New York, yes. This was Marvin Hamlish. The great Marvin Hamlish, who played the piano for me in the pit of Funny Girl, and we went on to always be together. This was the night I think I came back after 27 years to Las Vegas, 1993. And this was at the Garden. This was here at the Garden. Different outfits, yeah. Somebody stole this outfit from my dressing room, I remember. That was terrible. Never caught him or her. But let's fast forward a little bit. In 1976, I made a movie called A Star is Born. And it wasn't the first one, you know, there were two others with the same title. The first one was in 1937, starring Janet Gaynor and Frederick March. It had no songs in it. You know? It was about an aspiring actress and a famous movie star with a drinking problem. Then in 1954 came the hugely popular musical version with the great Judy Garland as a singer this time, right? And James Mason, the actor this time. Now I was fortunate to work with Judy, and I'll never forget her kindness. When I did her television show, we became good friends after that. After that, yeah, it was such an interesting time. The thing that I remember most about her was how fragile she seemed to be. And when we sang our duet together, how tightly she held my hand. And I couldn't understand why she was so nervous then. But I understand now. So here's a song from that version that I've always loved. I forgot my mic. This is a klutzy thing, but it's like a bathrobe coat. Sometimes I get cold, cover up. Thank you. Third time lucky. The night is bitter. The stars have lost their glitter. The winds grow colder, and suddenly you're older, and all because of the man that got away. No more his eagle call. The writings on the wall, the dreams you've dreamed have all gone astray. The man that won you has run off and undone you. That great beginning has seen the final inning. Don't know what happened, it's all a crazy game. No more time thrill, for you've been through the mill, and never a new love will be the same. Good riddance, goodbye. Every trick of his, you're on to. But fools will be fools, and where he's gone to. So, when I did my version of A Star Is Born, I'll change shoes. I wanted to reflect the times, you know. It was the height of the women's movement, and women were challenging the status quo. And there were many female songwriters back then, like Joni Mitchell. And she played the guitar and wrote songs, so I thought that would be very good for my character too. So I learned how to play the guitar, and I had to cut my nails on one hand to do that, but I actually wound up writing the